Today I will be discussing the sensitive topic of feminism, as it was one of my essay choices I took in this class and is the one I wish to do today. To start off with, I believe it is a lovely topic to discuss with others, as it is relevant, and there are those who accept it and others who oppose it, as well as those who are neutral in the center that don't wish to get into that conversation, because it is a pain to get out of it. Now, today's discussion will be about what is feminism, why it is relevant, and should we support it. So what is it? It is a range of social and political movements as well as ideologies that aim to define, establish, and achieve equality of the sexes. I won't go into details about the waves such as the founders, the wave starters, and so forth, but there were 4 distinct waves to the feminism movement that I have to mention. So, the first wave was a movement to establish the right for women to vote, and it's more commonly known as women's suffrage. The second wave started in the 1960s and was a movement to establish legal and social equality for women. The goal of this movement was for women to stand independent and equal to men in society and the workplace. Now, the third wave started in 1992 and dragged into the 21st century. The focus was towards individuality and diversity. Its achievements included equal access to education and the creation and enforcement of sexual harassment policies for women. Now, the fourth wave started around 2012 and continues to this day. This movement focuses heavily on justice against assault and harassment claims, equal pay for equal work, and bodily autonomy. Bodily autonomy, where if you want an abortion and someone tells you no, you can basically say, "This is my body, my rules." Now, a famous statement from this movement consists of the Me Too idea. The original goal was to empower women through empathy, but later was reused to help show the amount of cases related to sexual harassment and assaults with women. A popular case was the sexual harassment and assault claim on Donald Trump when he became president. Although, I have not checked in on that. I need to go look into that later. Now, the fourth movement is currently going on at the time of writing this, which gives relevance and recency to this PowerPoint. Popular topics include the wage gap, the Me Too movement, and secrecy related to what happens in the workplace. Although that third point is more about everyone than just women. On to the actual details. The wage gap mentioned earlier is the difference in yearly earnings between men and women working equal jobs, as in the same position in the same company. Although claims state that the average woman earns 81 to 82% of the average male's yearly earnings, after accounting for choices in college majors, occupations, working hours, and parental leave, it is found they earn 93 to 95%, with the difference made up from personal incompetence, such as their unwillingness to discuss raises and better starting rates, and so forth. Now, secrecy in the workplace is not something new, as it has been for quite a while now. In the pre-hiring agreements, all problems in the workplace must be brought to arbitration instead of courts. This does not heavily relate to feminism, but it should be mentioned, as this includes all problems that happen in the workplace. Of course, you could always quit your job and just take them to court that way, which, that's a way to get around arbitration. Now, to support or crush feminism. I believe the concepts behind feminism are worth supporting, as everyone deserves to be treated equally. As a famous person once said something around like that. However, the current movements and their goals are cloudy and are used with personal intents in mind. I believe it is fine when people wish to support feminism. However, it is not fine when people attack each other because they have different ideals. Just because someone does not support it, or someone's against it, or someone's for it, you can't just start getting aggressive. You have to accept that there are many different people. Everyone has their own opinion. Freedom of speech. In conclusion, with an extremely brief overview of the history behind feminism, the current problem related to it, and why it is hard to pick a side. From this presentation, there is not much information, but I believe it is enough to understand the main ideas and the general description of feminism. Overall, remember to treat everyone who deserves respect with respect, and learn to have a good relationship with everyone, as we do live in a small world together. Thank you and have a good day.